today's most important topic for the 11th and 12th class mathematics. It is not only the important your examination point of view for the CBSE board, but also it is base of the JEE entrance examination. So I would like to here introduce the term function and relation. As you know, relation is nothing, simply it is the cross product of the two sets. Okay. Let us consider set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and set B is equal to X, Y and Z. Let us consider the two sets. Now you are familiar with the term A cross B, which is the ordered pair of AB, such as 1, X, 1, Y and 1, Z. Similarly, 2, X, 2, Y, 2, Z, etc. And third one, 3, X, 3, Y and 3, Z. This is A cross B. This is the product of the two set. Now, this is the Cartesian product of the two sets. Basically, I have already given you the idea of A cross B. This is called the Cartesian product of the two sets. The Cartesian product of the two set means A cross B. Now, every set and a property of the set, as you know, there are some elements. If set A contains m elements and set B contains n elements, so how many number of the elements in the set A cross B, and you will get the m into n. These are the minimum number of the elements in A cross B. Now, what is the relation? Relation means these ordered pair like 1, X, 2, 3, 2, Y, etc. These are called the ordered pair. Now here it is, the Cartesian product of the two sets. This is one of the example here. Set A contains red, blue, and set B contains B, C, S. Now the Cartesian products, obviously the first element of A and the first element of B, that is red, B, red, C, red, this is S, blue, B, blue, C, blue, S, etc. Now you can see here, this is the Cartesian product of the two sets. Now, definition. What is the definition of the relation? Given two non-empty sets P and Q, the Cartesian product P cross Q is the set of all ordered pairs of the elements from P and Q. Now, ordered pair means P, Q. Why it is called the ordered pairs? That is very important, because you cannot change the order P, Q as Q, P. This is quite different. These are the two different things. So you have to understand, it is very important term, that is ordered pair. Every time we have to consider what is the order. Because of that, further you can see here, the first element of this order is called the domain of this set. Now, second is called the codomain of the relation. Any relation contains two parts. What is called the domain and another is called the codomain. Domain means the first element of the first element of the ordered pair. And what is the codomain? This is the second element of that is relation. So any relation contains the two important things, that is called the Cartesian product and the ordered pair. These are the two basic terms that you have to understand. Now the term function. This is the symbol of the function and this is the symbol of relation. Now A related to B, or A is the function of B. You can understand This is the symbolic represent of the relation and function. A related to B, clearly it means all the elements in this relation A comma B belongs to R. Similarly, here it is A comma B belongs to F. It means, what is the difference between these two? You have to understand whether function and relation are the same things or the different. So, a clear-cut difference between the function and relation, what it is. The function f from A to B is denoted by f such that A to B. Looking at the previous example, we can easily see that the relation in the example 7, इसको delete करना होगा. No. A function which has either relation or one of the subset as the range is called the real valued function. No. ये सब स्लाइडें गलत बनी है. गलत नहीं बनी, मतलब जो मैं कहना चाह रहा हूं वो नहीं निकल रहा है. ठीक है. Now think it well. Every function is the subset of R. It means function is always a relation, but every relation is not a function. What is the difference between the function and relation? Now, see one thing. For a certain, if in a function, for all values of A, there should be unique value in the mapping. This is called the domain of the function, and this is called the range of the function. Here it is. Let us consider A1 is related to B1, A2 is related to B2, A3 is related to B3. Now there is a 1-1 correspondence between A and B. For every A, there is an image on the set codomain. Now, if this is 1 by 1, there is a certain value of A, it should be the unique value of B for certain value of A. So for every domain, if there is a unique value, then it is a function. If by chance you are getting such a relation where A1 has the image 2, B1 and B2, it's a relation, no doubt it's a relation, but it's not a function. This is the difference between the relation and function. Now, I'm coming to the point. Here it is. Now, the different type of the function. Now, function may be algebraic function, maybe trigonometric function, maybe exponential function, logarithmic function. There are several types of the function, but the basic study of the function can be used as, first of all, I'm giving you some example of the different function. For example, y is equal to x square is a function. Y is equal to tan x is a function. Y is equal to log of mod of x is also a function. Y is equal to e to the power x is a function. These are the different kind of the function. This is algebraic function. This is trigonometric function. this is logarithmic function, and this is exponential function. Now, you can see here, basically these are the relation between the x and y. For example, y is related to in such a way, for a certain value of x, there is a unique value of y. Similarly, y is equal to 10x. For a certain value of x, there is a unique value of y. For example, 10 pi by 2, 10 pi by 3, 10 pi, etc. Y is equal to log of mod of x. There is a certain value of x, you can get the unique value of y. And that is why they are function. Why they are not relation? Because of that, if you are putting the one value of x, let us consider x is equal to 10, then log 10 is equal to 1. X is equal to 100, log 100 is equal to 2. So this is the unique thing, and that is why this is called the function. It's not a relation, it's a function. I think everybody can understand this thing. And now I'm coming to the point, some special function of algebra. Constant function. This is the first function, which is constant function. What is the use of this constant function? Let us consider y is equal to fx and it is equal to c. It means whatever value you want to put it here for x, let us consider this is x is equal to 2. Then corresponding value of c. This is the value of c. Now 4, 6, 8, every time the value of y is always c. Whether you are giving the value of x negative, positive, any real value, because it is a real valued function, you can put the different real numbers, and that is why it is called the real function. Sometimes you can understand what is the real function. So the real function are those where the domain can be put all the real numbers. Now here 2, 4, 6, 8, these are the real numbers, and above that corresponding value of the y, these are always c. Now this is the way that you have to understand, and every time it is a constant value, so that's why it is called the constant function. Okay. Now the next becomes, and you have to understand what is the domain of this function. The domain of this function is all real number, and the range of this function is always c. This is the constant value. Now, second is polynomial function. So I have given the example of the polynomial function. These are the different polynomials, x cube minus x square plus 2, etc. But I would like to simple example of, that is y is equal to x square. F is equal to x square means y is equal to x square. That's right. Y is equal to fx. You have to understand y is equal to always fx. It means x are the domain and y is the corresponding value of function. Now here it is. You see fx is equal to x square. Now watch carefully. You can put the different value of, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1 or 2, whatsoever, you can get the corresponding value of y's. As x is increasing here in positive direction, you are getting the value of y's very, very high is going on. Similarly, if you are here in this side, putting the negative value of the x, but also it is giving the value of y is in positive direction. Watch carefully. Y is always positive in this sense. It means whatsoever value you are putting here in x, you are getting the positive value of the y. What do you mean by these things? It is very simple things, that the domain of this function is every real number, whether it is positive or negative, but the range of this number is always positive. Whatsoever value you are getting here, so range of this function is all positive value including 0. You can write it as, here it is, the domain of the function is equal to all real numbers, but the range of the function is equal to all positive real number including 0.